आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
देश के लिए खूब लड़े थे, निस्वार्थ से भाव बढ़े थे।
In today's episode, we remember freedom fighter and first Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Bharat Ratna Govind Ballabh Pant, who died on 7th March 1961. Alongside Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru and Vallabhbhai Patel, Pant was a key figure in the movement for India's independence and later a pivotal figure in the Indian government.
Pant was born on the 10th of September 1887 in Shahi Devi Hills in Almora, now in Uttarakhand. He was brought up by his grandfather, Badri Dutt Joshi, who played a significant part in molding his political views.
वीरों का बसंत थे, अंग्रेजों का अंत थे, कलम का कमाल था, तलवार की धार थे।
Known as an extremely capable lawyer, Pant was appointed by the Congress party to initially represent Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan and other revolutionaries involved in the Kakori case in the mid-1920s. He participated in the protests against the Simon Commission in 1928. During the protests, he sustained severe injuries, which prevented him from straightening his back for the rest of his life.
Inspired by Gandhiji, Pant organized a salt march in his area and was put behind bars for a few weeks. In 1933, he was imprisoned for 7 months for attending a session of the then banned Provincial Congress. In 1934, Pant was elected to the Central Legislative Assembly. His political skills won the admiration of the leaders of the Congress, and he became deputy leader of the Congress party in the Assembly. In 1940, he was arrested and imprisoned for helping organize the Satyagraha movement. In 1942, he was arrested again for signing the Quit India resolution and spent 3 years in Ahmednagar fort along with other Congress members. He was released in March 1945 on grounds of failing health.
होठों पे अपने मुस्कान तैरती, आँखों में झलकती है नमी।
In 1937 provincial elections, the Indian National Congress secured a majority in the United Provinces. Pant became the Chief Minister on July 17, 1937. However, in 1939, the Viceroy's declaration of war without consultation led to a clash with the Indian National Congress, and its provincial ministers resigned. In 1945, the new British Labour government ordered new elections to the provincial legislatures. The Congress won a majority in the 1946 elections in the United Provinces, and Pant was again made the Chief Minister, continuing even after India's independence in 1947. Pant was appointed Minister of Home Affairs in the Union Cabinet on 10th of January 1955. As Home Minister, his chief achievement was the reorganization of states along linguistic lines. Talking about the parliamentary skills of Govind Ballabh Pant, Dr. Subhash Kashyap, former Secretary General Lok Sabha, said,
Pantji was one of the greatest parliamentarians we ever had in this country. In fact, I believe he would rank among the very best in the world.
Pant received the country's highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna, in 1957. We salute the great freedom fighter.
हाथों ने बहुत अनर्थ किए, पग ठौर कुठौर चले, मन के आगे भी खोटे लक्ष्य रहे, वाणी ने जाने अनजाने 100 झूठ कहे, पर आँखों ने हार, दुख, अवसान, मृत्यु का अंधकार भी देखा, तो सच सच देखा.
We also remember freedom fighter and eminent writer Satchidanand Hiranand Vatsyayan, popularly known as Ageya. who was born on the 7th of March 1911 in Kushinagar, Uttar Pradesh.
While pursuing his post-graduation, Agghaiya was inspired by the revolutionary freedom movement and joined the Hindustan Socialist Republican Army HSRA. He participated in revolutionary activities against the British, and in November 1930 he was arrested on account of his involvement in the attempt to help Bhagat Singh to escape from jail. He was sentenced to 4 years of imprisonment on charges of sedition against British rule.
Agghaiya was associated with the Progressive Writers Association (PWA) and organized the All India Anti-Fascist Convention in 1942. He published several translations into English of other writers and a collection of his own poems, Prison Days and Other Poems. Agghaiya died on the 4th of April 1987. We salute the great Indian.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.